So for my journey, I struggled with the call. I was confused about the call and wasn't even sure that it was a call. And I was pursuing a career in the field of nursing. That's what I thought that God wanted me to do. I thought I could serve him that way and life would be good. And I finally got into the nursing program and did not feel that contentment. I did not feel purpose or joy in what I was doing. And I had to make the difficult decision to withdraw from the program without even knowing what was next.
I wanted to control my kids' narrative, where they grew up, what friends they were able to journey with through life. Well, that's not how the Salvation Army typically operates, and so it was very confusing. We got a phone call asking us to be some of the first auxiliary lieutenants in the territory and to take over leading the Vernon Corps. And so we were like, okay, God, this is what you meant. And then after doing auxiliary lieutenant for 2 years, we decided that God was saying, I want you to become an officer now. I want you to train while still leading the Vernon Corps. And so he opened all those doors for us to do our training, to become commissioned, while still fulfilling that very specific calling in Vernon.
I do resonate with God's timing. I was saved when I was 18 years old, and I did feel like I want to give my life to Jesus. But afterwards, my life took a turn where I was in a spot where I felt like that would never happen. How could that happen when I'm here today? And a few years later, God said, I still have plans. Nothing changed. So that's when he pulled me out and said, it's my timing. And through that, he took me through a journey of healing and took me on the path of full-time ministry, which led me here today. But it's all about God's timing. When you have a calling on your life, you may feel it in a certain time, but then it may take a few years until it actually happens. But throughout that time, God is preparing you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. When I think back over the last couple of years, I think some of the most meaningful experiences for me have had to do with the relationships that we formed along the way. And so I think of you guys and the opportunity that we had to meet you and journey with you through this experience, and just how enriching your presence with us on this journey has been for us. Being able to learn about your stories and how you've encountered Jesus and where Jesus has you ministering and working in your communities has just been so helpful and inspiring for us as we've been answering this call to officership. And I think about some of our worship times together and just how beautiful those have been.
So my hope and prayer, actually, for myself and for all of us, is that when we go to our communities and we are ministering in our communities, is that we have the sensitivity and the discernment to see what God is doing there and join his work. I'm planning to be out in where God is doing. And my prayer is that as we get to see God works in our community, is that we join him in spreading hope. People who are hopeless, create relationships, create an inviting and loving community in our church where people would know that this is a safe space, that this is a place where I can find hope and future, the place they can find Jesus.